I'm American, and as much as I am envied by that fact from many of my classmates, it's not something I hold proudly. Um, I was born in Taiwan and adopted when I was 4 years old and moved to the States and hadn't been back to Taiwan since until I started college. I came to school here in Taiwan um, for the first time when I turned 18, and I discovered that I loved it in Taiwan. I loved the food, I loved the people, I loved the culture, but I was mostly here for one thing, and that was to learn Chinese, to learn the language of the people here. And so the school I picked here had an English major program that I decided to pursue. And as I went along through my years, I realized just how much homework I had. So I couldn't really study Chinese as much as I wanted to. Um, but it didn't stop me from going outside and going to restaurants and other places and listening to people speak. Everywhere I went, I had the opportunity to hear and maybe learn some Chinese. But this journey wasn't exactly easy um, because soon my homework took over my traveling plans, so I had less opportunity to leave my school. So I started practicing my Chinese with my classmates, and I had another problem there. I'm American. My classmates, as much as they know I want to practice Chinese, decided they want to practice English just as much. So I ended up becoming more of an English language coach than someone studying Chinese. So again, my progress was halted. But it was around sometime in my second year where I realized, I have time, and I really want to stay in Taiwan. That I really, actually, genuinely care to be here. So I put my Chinese language learning a little bit on hold and um, began to realize my bridge from my American citizenship to who I am in Taiwan. And I'm a very different person here in Taiwan than I am in America. And some of the things that I've learned in Taiwan are so different, so foreign a concept to the American Jack. They're brand new cultural differences. Things like stemming from manners, politeness, things you do and don't do outside, things that families do for each other. Many of these things are very different than families and cultural related things in the States, and I found it fascinating. So, um, but despite everything being so different, I actually feel more at home here in Taiwan than I do in America. So, my presentation is strictly on the differences and the similarities of American and Taiwanese culture that make me feel like I'm lost in Taiwan, but at the same time very at home.